You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2? Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza...
Oh, it's ready!
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, Traveler. I would love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future if you like.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
How are you all doing? Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about.
Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the Traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Oh, now I really want to put something like this on our menu.
Want us to teach you how to make it?
Oh, could you?
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. Traveler, you're the best! I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant whenever you're ready. The food will be waiting for you.
You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free. You're a wonderful person. I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to be friends with someone of such fine character. Well, you should probably write down the recipe now, no?
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients. Seriously? Right, now to add the next couple of ingredients. Xiangling sure left a deep impression on you, huh?
Oh? Who's Xiangling?
A friend of ours who's a really talented chef. Though she has some strange tastes. Still, she's one of Paimon's favorites. Now for the cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at high heat and cooked until golden brown. Alright, it's done! Long may our reputations and our recipes precede us wherever we go in Inazuma.
I have no doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Cool! Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami pronto!
Hey! Have you written out the recipe?
Here it is.
Thank you! Wowie! This is so exciting. I want to make it right away.
Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
No problem! Food always tastes better when you've worked up an appetite.
Alright, let's dig in before it gets cold. Well, what do you think? Is Inazuman cuisine to your liking?
It's amazing! Paimon loved this one! Oh, and especially that one over there!
Good. I'm relieved. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you chat with the owner at all? And did she, say anything about me?
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you is all.
She's happy for me? Oh, then she must have told you. Did she, what does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Hey, it's not you. Most people just haven't had the chance to talk to you one-on-one before.
Thank you for your comforting words, Paimon. It's all true, though. I just don't have very many friends. Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff, so everyone...
Exactly! You got at least 2 friends right here.
Aw! Thank you. That makes me so happy. Excuse me. I'm forgetting myself.
Hey now, expressing your feelings is the right thing to do. Keeping them locked away inside isn't gonna do you any good now, is it?
I agree. So, I just want to say how happy I feel that you both see me as a true friend.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, we're nice to them too. Friendship can go a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her notebook, and now it's made you want to find them too.
Yes. I think friendship is an extremely precious thing, and ours is one that I will always treasure.
While we're on the topic though, who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
Well, I think I have an idea, but it's just speculative at this point. I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what I think. Even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so mysterious. So I think it must be someone with transcendent abilities who doesn't show themselves very often. And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times. You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a fox envoy. That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys out there in Inazuma that people just don't know about. And maybe Tsubaki is one of them.
Whoa! So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
When you say also...
Well, before Inazuma, we spent some time in Liyue. They have lots of supernatural beings there, like the Adepti. All kinds of them, too. Up in the sky, down below the ground, in the water.
Really? I've come across such things being asserted in books, but to hear someone talk about it from first-hand experience is extremely surprising. So Liyue lives up to its reputation. Its culture has a long history and gives rise to the most beautiful legends. Quite captivating.
You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
Really? I would love that. Speaking of delicacies, Traveler, Paimon, have you eaten your fill?
Oh, Paimon has.
Excellent. Then let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a visit to my mother's mysterious and transcendent friend.
How can I improve my culinary skills?
I'll catch up.
in a day's work.
I'll catch up.
Why do you?
I'll catch up.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded... Oh, and the other item...
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Whoa, looks super fancy.
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. As well as a hair accessory, you can also... I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. So this is my gift to you. I'm glad...
Speaking of white herons, that's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi.
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift from...
Alright, well, now we've got what we came for. We can set up time to go meet Tsubaki.
Welcome to Kano Gen Crafts. Making sculptures as well.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. Someone needs to...
So, a transcendent being lives here? Ugh. If someone lives here, then why is it so chilly?
I'm asking myself the same question. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother... I'm starting to have second thoughts. But since we're here, I still think we should go inside and explore in full.
Yeah, makes sense. Who knows? Maybe there's a surprise waiting in there for us. So, what does the notebook say exactly?
Let me think. A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would do a little ritual, and just like that, Tsubaki would come to meet her?
I have a feeling that it could be some sort of code. Let's get a little closer before coming to any conclusions.
Good idea.
needs assistance. I'll catch up.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything?
I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
Let's recap what the... Let's recap what the notebook... Let's recap what the no...
Strange. There's nothing in here. Let's keep looking around.
Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house. I'll catch up. Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Strange. There's nothing in here. Let's keep looking around.
Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings 1 fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Huh. There's nobody here. Just this box. Did it open? Did it open? Did our Inazuma Deptus leave any treasure here?
What's this?
Huh. Looks like a book.
It seems to be another notebook. Could it be Tsubaki's notebook? Let's step back outside now. The atmosphere here is different than I'd imagined. Somehow, it makes me a little reluctant to open the notebook.
Paimon knows what you mean. Reading in low light is really bad for your eyes. Come on, let's get back outside.
Here will do just fine.
All right, let's see what the notebook says. Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about mysterious treasure. So exciting! What is it? Why are you whispering all of a sudden? You're making Paimon nervous. you want to let Ayaka read the notebook without distraction. But, based on her expression, probably not a treasure map. What could it be?
Traveler, Paimon, sorry to keep you waiting so long.
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
Yes, I have. I think I have to share the truth of this notebook with you both, even though the contents are completely different than what I was expecting.
Different how? You mean it wasn't a Fox Envoy who wrote this?
Not a Fox Envoy, no. It turns out that Tsubaki's real identity is my mother herself.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. But that's what it says at the very beginning of the notebook. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kamisato Kayo and become the most ordinary woman in the world. What follows in these pages is the ordinary, everyday life of a regular person. Nothing more, nothing less. This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial. All of the things we thought were about Tsubaki were in fact about my mother herself.
So, that means that the kimono design and the international dishes
are things that my mother wished to try, yes. I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you, but to me at least, my mother's behavior is completely understandable. Or to put it another way, I actually have another side to myself as well. I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like someone had looked inside my mind, examined my thoughts, and then written them all down on paper.
Ayaka.
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisato household, and with that came all sorts of duties. At the same time, the prestige of the Yashiro Commission brought its own share of responsibility. On top of that, every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisato clan. People were always watching her. Under such circumstances, she never had much time to do the things she really wanted to do. After my parents passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan. We ran into all sorts of difficulties during that time. I'm not sure if people outside the clan could ever imagine what it was like. Every time I found myself up against a difficult issue, I'd ask myself, did my mother go through this too? What would she have done in this situation? Maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, all that was left of her in my mind was the side of her that inspired awe and commanded respect. But my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized she was just like me. Underneath whatever position she may have held, she was just an ordinary person. She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different places. She yearned to see sights she'd never seen before. Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but I feel just the same way. I want to live life not as Kamisato Ayaka, but as an ordinary woman. Mother wrote that she'd always wanted to go to a local Inazuman festival. She said that sometimes, on a clear night, if you looked out from our house, you could see lights off in the distance. I've seen those lights too. It looks so lively with so many people, and it's so brightly lit it makes the whole sky glow. Of course, sometimes it does make me a bit anxious from a public order perspective. But for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with no warning, it could be considered improper etiquette. Especially in my parents' generation. when the Yashiro Commission didn't have a particularly close relationship with the populace. Even if no one stopped us, the idea of the Yashiro Commission going out into the crowd, it'd certainly draw some strange looks. People would probably start thinking there was trouble afoot. Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge. She wanted everyone to enjoy the fun and freedom of the festival. She didn't want to disturb them, and didn't have much free time anyway, so she never went. Not even once.
Aw, so the kimono design, that must have been the outfit she planned on wearing if she ever did go to a festival, right?
That's right. And sometimes, festivals sell international food. She wanted to try that too. I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but I never knew my mother was so in touch with her inner child.
Well, that's not disrespectful at all. Paimon thinks your mom was the best of both. A big softie on the inside and a big sense of responsibility on the outside.
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilling several of my mother's wishes already. But going to a festival is the one thing that I cannot do for her. Perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be. I understand. Thank you. I think I realize something now. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. The things she faced are things that I too will go on to face. She chose to place her unfulfilled wishes onto the identity of Tsubaki. As for me, I've already decided.
Oh, so you decided on an alter ego too?
No, I don't plan to do anything like that. I think I will set myself a new goal. To live each day without regrets. So, Traveler, Deep breaths, Ayaka. Deep breaths. Would you be at all interested in checking out an Inazuman festival?
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster. Paimon would love to go with you, Ayaka.
Hey, come on, don't make fun. It's just because I used to have the same concerns my mother did. But now, I don't think I need to worry about it so much. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. I know that you of all people can understand me going my own way on this. So, let's do this, you and me. Let's go to a festival together.
Paimon wants to come! Festivals here have loads of tasty snacks too, right? Oh, and fun and games!
Great. Thanks, you guys. If we head over now, we should still make it in time.
Oh, good point! Today is the last day, right? What are we waiting for? Let's go!
been a lucky day.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
There's more! Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Eat this! Boba, get this!
The fairy.
What a bountiful harvest! Odds revealed!
You wait. Give up.
Let's get down to business.
What's going on?
Since it's the final day, many of the visitors must have already returned home. I've heard that the peddlers often close up shop earlier on the last day because there are fewer people around. I'll go and ask. Whatever happens, I at least need to go inside just this once.
That's the way to go. We'll be right there with you.
It hasn't closed yet. It's just that there aren't many people left. Let's hurry and see as much as we can.
Hey, look at that stall! They have so many masks! Paimon's heard that everyone's supposed to wear a mask at these kinds of festivals. Is that rule still around nowadays, or...?
That used to be the custom, yes. And today, it's still a popular way to dress up during festivals. But it's not a hard and fast rule.
Hey! Is that who I think it is? Miss Kamisato, right?
Oh, greetings.
People seem to recognize Ayaka wherever we go. Guess that's just what it's like when you're a famous Inazuman.
But of course! The Kamisato clan leads the Yashiro Commission. It's one of the most well-known clans in Inazuma. Not least because back when Master and Miss Kamisato had just taken over the family's affairs, they used to make public appearances all the time. Some of the younger generations have never even seen Miss Kamisato in person before. Being the age I am, I'm lucky enough to have seen her on many occasions over the years.
You're too kind. My brother and I simply go where we must to fulfill our duties.
But this is the first time I've seen anyone from your family at a festival. There must be some official business, I take it.
Oh, there isn't actually. Today, I'm taking my traveler friend here around to see the sights.
Oh, a traveler? Huh. Now that you mention it, you do look like you've come a long way to get here. First time in Inazuma? Hope you enjoy yourself, young one. Excuse me 1 second. Hey everyone, listen up! Don't close up yet! Miss Kamisato has come to join the festival!
No, it's not like that. Please, there's no need to make a fuss. We're just here to...
Yeah, thanks a lot, mister. If you hadn't let them know, they'd start closing down about now, right? At least it sure looks like that time of day.
Yep, you got it. But on account of this being the first time Miss Kamisato has ever come to the festival, it seems only fair to keep things open a little longer. Oh, here's a couple of masks for you. On the house.
No. You've been far too accommodating to us already. We couldn't possibly...
Don't give me all that. Here you go. Here you go. It's not often that we regular folks get some attention from the Yashiro Commission, so I've got to mark the occasion somehow. Besides, it'll make me look bad if you refuse.
But... Okay, I think I understand.
It's my...
Sir, do you...
Oh, hello there, kiddo.
Huh? Surely you're not gonna let
Paimon...
But...
How about a tree leaf? That should be enough.
What? No way!
Oh, okay then. In that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do right now. But...
I cannot thank you and... All right. Oh, wait. Just one thing. I need to explain myself. I got a little nervous back there, and I brought you here because I genuinely wanted to spend time with you. Okay, great. Traveler, look! This stall's doing fortune slips.
Miss Kamisato! Hello there! You're out with friends today? Oh, what a rare privilege! Welcome, welcome! Would you like to give it a go?
Okay. How much is it per draw?
I wouldn't expect you to know this, but the Yashiro Commission was very good to my uncle on my father's side at one point in time. Thinking about it, it was when your father was around. I think he dealt with it personally. So you see, how could I possibly take your money?
What? Are you sure?
Of course! If you like what you see, then please, be my guest. Same goes for your two friends here.
Traveler? Paimon? What do you think?
It seems like everyone wants to do something nice for Ayaka. So, if they insist, who are we to resist?
Well, if that's how you feel, then okay. We'll take you up on your kind offer, sir. Let's each do a draw.
Alrighty then. Whenever you're ready. Draw a slip and reveal your fortune. Open it up and see how you...
Whoa! Which one did you get? Paimon got Rising Fortune.
No way! We got the same one! Traveler, what did you... Wow. Here's...
Oh, congratulations are in order. Here's what great fortune from heaven means. The blessings of the gods are upon you. Your voyage ahead shall be plain sailing, and all your endeavors shall prosper. In other words, your good luck isn't about to run out anytime soon.
What a great sign! Good things lie ahead!
Congratulations.
You all have very fine fortunes lined up. With this kind of luck, you'll certainly be able to achieve anything that you wish.
Well said. Here's hoping that our good luck will never run out.
This food stall sells all kinds of Inazuman specialties. Anything you want to eat, it's my treat.
Wow, it all looks so good! Is it okay if Paimon has one of everything?
Of course it is.
But we don't want anything to go to waste. Let's try them one at a time. Ooh, Ayaka, Paimon wants those dango.
Sure.
Uh-huh, those look good too. Ooh, but so do the egg rolls. Paimon will try an egg roll too, please.
All right then. I too shall have a sakura mochi.
All right, coming right up.
This sakura mochi is just delicious.
Not bad, huh? It's one of our best sellers.
Oh, please, sir. Paimon would like some more.
I don't know if it's rude of me to ask, but how is this kind of snack actually made?
You want to try your hand at making it yourself? No problem. Just give me a second and I'll write out the recipe for you.
Ooh, a new recipe?
Are you sure?
Well, she and I are... Here you go.
Thank you so...
You there. You want the recipe too? Go on, I can see that... There's...
I will. Once I've learned how to...
Oh, definitely! Can't wait!
All right.
Well, we may have arrived near the end of the festival, but it's still been super fun. Paimon approves.
Yes, I agree. To spend the festival together with you today has been a truly wonderful experience. This stall sells prayer plaques. It's an Inazuman tradition. You draw your wish onto a pentagonal piece of wood called a prayer plaque, and pray that it will come true.
Sounds similar to the way people in Liyue release lanterns during Lantern Rite. Those are used for making wishes, too.
Welcome. Looking for prayer plaques? Every wish is sacred, and you've still got time to make yours before the festival ends.
Looks fun! Shall we give it a try? Oh, wait, there...
2 prayer plaques, please.
2 prayer plaques for the young lady. There you go.
Traveler, have you decided on your wish? Yes.
You can either draw a picture to represent your wish or write it out in words. Either way, once you've committed your wish onto your plaque, please hang it onto the prayer rack.
Wait, so they'll be on public display? Alright, well, let's see what you got.
That will do for mine. May I see yours? This is you and your brother, isn't it? It's lovely.
You'll be back together one day. Paimon believes it.
I believe it too. Your wish will surely come true, and I will keep you in my...
Ayaka, what did you draw? Is that Tenchukaku?
That's right. I wish for peace and happiness for everyone in Inazuma, and good health for my family and friends. I do hope that wish can come true. Thank you. That gives me hope. I think that might be all we have time for today.
Aw, it's time to leave already?
I'm afraid so. The festival is coming to a close. Time flies when you're having fun. It seems to flow away from you like a rushing river, as precious and short-lived as a cherry blossom dancing in the wind. It's time to leave. Traveler, today was the first time in my life that I've ever been to a festival. You've known me for some time now. I think you understand my personality, don't you? Knowing me, I just know that today could not have been such a happy day without you. So thank you. Today really meant a lot to me. And the memories will always have a special place in my heart. Festivals are great. There aren't many rules. Everyone has that smile that comes from deep inside. And it's just so carefree and happy. If I ever get the chance, I want to go again. You too? Great! You know, we're kind of similar. Sometimes, I feel like I can relate to the determined... I understand. Family bonds are in... You will find him. I will always be here for you as your... as your friend. I will always support... As long as you're happy. Oh, Traveler.
Huh?
There's something that I'd like to do. If you could spare me yet another moment. Please, keep your eyes on me. what do you think of my dance? Did you like it?
It was so pretty. Beautiful, elegant, and something else Paimon can't put into words.
I'm not very good at this kind of dance. So, as long as I didn't embarrass myself, that's all that matters. I just had a sudden urge, and I ran with it. In a way, that sort of sums up today for me. Dancing... that goes for you, too, when I'm with you. Anyway, I can see myself the rest of the way back. Good night, traveler.
I created another universe and founded paradise.
Here we are.
Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoimiya, there you are. I thought you might show up. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume. I put a batch aside just for you. It'll definitely be enough.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for, eh?
Oh, so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down one of your requests. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows, he probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no you don't! That's out of the question!
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it.
Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there? All right then, if you insist. Pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't...
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
Well, for one thing, if you want to commemorate some... But I think more... Anyway, next, we just need to go... Mr. Aminoma, it's me!
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework materials.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
No worry. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, that could be a problem. Some worries. How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
That will depend on my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child. The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the work personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future. Do not rush everything at the last minute.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough. Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Wow, Mr. Aminoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains! It's beautiful! I'm at a loss for words. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
So have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Back in the day, it was my master and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same. Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
I know.
All right, I won't bother you guys any longer. Oh, remember to come and watch the fireworks. Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
essence of the Amenoma art is to have the patience to move mountains.
Unrelenting patience.
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. Sorry for dragging you with me.
Feels like Paimon has barely...
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up. When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have the chance to say... You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? I haven't been to Liyue before, but from what I've heard from Miss Beta... But something big happened there recently, right? Didn't their Archon leave all of a sudden?
Yeah, a lot of crazy things went down as a result. Luckily, everyone worked together to stave off a huge disaster that could have wiped out the whole city.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. I gotta say, it's pretty remarkable that the citizens managed to step up and keep things going even after their Archon left. I mean, I sure can't imagine Inazuma without the Shogun. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And to find a lost family member, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh. That must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes. The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself if you're too tired. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry, though. I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, did you want to keep chatting a little longer? Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise any suspicion.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy, right?
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
Dream of being number one is in the hands of my disciples now.
That's way too small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. Gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly pitched in. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's inspection.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakujiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakujiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryou Commission?
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them, and whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort.
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Don't know what I was worried about then. Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
Who's Third Sis?
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends, but eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always gonna be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood, and we'd be chatting away like in the old days. To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakujiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be too prepared.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again. Especially when I'll be going up against the stormy ocean on a tiny little boat. My prospects don't look great.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise, I won't cause you and your family any more trouble.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryou Commission does catch up to you, then make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But... no, I guess this whole trip was a waste in the end.
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway? Is there something you wanted to do?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, I was really just running away from my responsibilities. Once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway. I originally wanted to make up for all my regrets, but instead, I found myself in the situation I'm in now.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you reach your final decision. The Tenryou Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way. Oh, that's right! That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryou Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well. That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't just report me instead?
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues. All right. You should get back indoors, Sakujiro. We'll be back in no time at all. Okay, let's go. Time waits for no one. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many orders to finish. Pops! Pops! No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks.
Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer, just time.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma nowadays.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks that you ordered.
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First your father, and now you. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next hair of Naganohara fireworks.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad luck.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started, I suddenly felt that if I went any further, I wouldn't be able to get back up again.
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
No, no, no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest in our home. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue our conversation.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way, I'll be sure to come by more often.
It's no trouble, really. We don't mind helping.
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, he's all grown up now, hasn't found anyone yet, and he doesn't visit very often. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled radish here. Would you mind delivering it to Satoru on the other side of the village?
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first, and then deliver the pickled radish.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
Yeah, you got it! And...
Thank you, dears.
I'll brew some tea.
Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life, as always.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business just keeps getting better and better. We sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help, hmm?
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a family staple now.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them, even if it does mean putting up with some conflict. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that, as would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome here.
Thank you! Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
That was quick.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me over, that...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win my affection.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganahara's shop and ordered my firework. Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say. But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eyes twinkling in the light of the fireworks. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well, she'd said yes.
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. Really, it's just a number. But 50 years of being together, now that is something worth commemorating.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just for you.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
Ah, what a great relationship they have.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up? Was there something you needed to discuss?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
Sakujiro. So he came back.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boys' best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other, and went everywhere together. But one day, they had a terrible argument.
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted to see what the outside world was like. But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryou Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get involved.
What a strange coincidence! Who'd have thought?
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate. Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other...
Well, no worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds like something for Sakujiro and Keisuke to resolve between themselves.
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
Huh? Why? Do they know? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission wasn't able to capture him.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly showing up like this, surely it must be Keisuke's doing. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. If you're wondering which way they went, they left the city. I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro. We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down. It's Matsusaka and his friends! Let's ask them.
Hi, Yoimiya! Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later.
Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya?
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys love.
Yay! We're gonna get candy! Woohoo! Candy! Woohoo!
Also, I wanted to... Yep.
Are they trying to...
No, to be good kids and...
We will. We'll be on our best behavior, especially for you, Yoimiya.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryu Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what a nuisance! Well, you've only got yourself to blame!
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
Fire hazard!
I must withdraw.
Time for a light show!
I must withdraw.
Goldfish up down!
I must withdraw.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryu Commission? You will be punished for your actions. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Huh, look at that. The one with the loudest mouth had the fastest feet. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt... I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt...
Your skills with the sword have... You should have known that you stood no chance against...
I never imagined I'd fall. If this is to be my fate, I accept it. I have nothing else to say.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission to await your sentencing. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this! Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
Hey, I know you. You're Naganohara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay out of this. It does not concern you.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
Why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave after you got here? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything through.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. There is never any room for discussion. Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as disappointing now as they ever were.
What are you talking about? And just who do you think you're kidding? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you were hoping for a chance to talk. I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say, and you're just gonna choose to keep it all inside?
Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it! I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything! Keisuke, you seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. I challenge if I win, and the same goes for if you don't say any...
And if you...
Then I'll admit to...
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle this with a duel.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
As you wish, Fräulein.
I summon thee!
It's nothing.
Withdraw.
Time for a light show!
I must withdraw.
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand down.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Young lady, You are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have been your and that's why nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that I felt lost. It wasn't that I'd changed my mind, I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of Fontaine. It all left a deep impression on me. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and bring them back home. So that's why you came back? No, Huh? I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore it any longer. Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more than to see her will done. But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. It's not what I signed up for when I joined the Tenryou Commission. I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing? The boat is yours. Huh? I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but... what will you say to the higher-ups? Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated, but it can be done. I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the way out. Don't worry, Keisuke. I won't. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together? Maybe next time. I'll be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage clause. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said.
But
I understand. I had heard there were... By the way...
Sorry, no...
never mind that.
I can't make another...
Thank you very...
No worries.
Yoimiya! The way you took command...
What can I say? I like to talk. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, then Sakujiro and Keisuke... Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
One day, I will showcase Inuzuma's fire.
Huh?
It's... Keisuke.
So, Yumiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yumiya? Shh. Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful I could weep. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed. Oh, remember that big one that went up first? The gold one? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it! It was one of the best ones! They won't forget that anytime soon!
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping no matter where, I believe that as time goes by... Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper...
You know, Yumiya...
Oh, I can hear you. I quietly watching something you made with your own hands. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, for Keisuke's parents, they commemorate merit. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro, they were commemorating... Oh, yeah!
As for me... to be honest, even though
Seriously?
Well, no, it was by chance that I happened. It's also by chance fireworks that disappear in a flash of... But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go on... You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often. But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Inazuma is not such a bad place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation that Toma and Ayaka were talking about, right? As usual, it's the first stop, Komori Tea House. Are you ready to head over?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Well... Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange water.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
My apologies.
How strange. It's never this quiet here. Toma's playing his ventriloquist game again, huh? Toma? Toma! Hey, you can come out now. Paimon's seen you already. Huh. Not a peep. So where the heck is he then? Huh. What's got Taro Maru so worked up today? He's always such a good boy.
Hello. Have either of you seen Toma?
No, we thought he'd be with you. Why? Has something happened?
Then it's as I feared. On the way here, I heard that Toma had been taken away by the Tenryou Commission. I wasn't certain whether it was true, so I came right here. The fact that he hasn't arrived here as we arranged suggests that it is true. The Raiden Shogun is holding a vision hunt ceremony at the statue of the omnipresent god today to mark the 100th vision seized under the decree. And the 100th vision bearer in question, the one who will have their vision seized, I fear, is Toma.
Hold up a second. So the ceremony that Toma said the Tenryou Commission were busy preparing for, that was this vision hunt ceremony? And he was the target all along?
I believe so. The Shogun and the Tenryou Commission see the ceremony as a milestone. With the 100th vision, they wish to mark the success of the vision hunt decree to date. This cannot happen. I must go and rescue him.
Yeah, like it or not, you represent the whole Yashiro Commission. So if you go and pull a stunt like that, you're basically declaring you and the Raiden Shogun are enemies now, right? And by doing it so publicly, you might be—
There is no other option. I must act with haste. The ceremony is— He is my friend. To think that not long ago we were— always— But— Okay, I'll wait here.
Don't worry, Ayaka. A friend's life is on—
Capable of using elemental energy without a fission. You are an exception, it appears. Exceptions. The enemy of eternity. You will be inlaid upon this statue. There is much to verify about you. Strike dead! This ends now. Inferior.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Your life is mine. Give up.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever next.
As a good knight should. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Someone needs assistance.
Evasion is futile.
It's nothing.
You wait.
Boba, get them!
Leave it all to me.
But they still need me.
Help! We did it!
Shogun, who was that?
Seize her under the decree.
Huh?
Next time, I will strike twice.
Why have we stopped here?
In case you've forgotten, the Komore Tea House is the safest place for me to hide in this area. The only thing is, I probably won't be able to leave again for some time. I'll have to leave the next steps to you. Go to Tatarasuna and find the resistance. The Shogun's army is almost certainly about to issue a warrant for our arrest. There are very few parties that will be willing to shelter us, but the resistance...
Paimon's pretty sure Ayaka mentioned them before. Oh yeah! Sanganamiya's group!
That's right. The However, the Yashiro Commission... but you're different. So that shouldn't work against... The only issue is that we can't be sure you'll likely pass through territory occupied by the Shogun's army. Don't worry about me.
We gotta hurry up! The Tenryou Commission could be right around the... Let's get out of here!
Even if an antique is priceless, the happiness it brings lasts for only the moment that you obtain it. In a trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace. We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees. In a trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace.
another test subject. That tingle?
There's no end to this.
I heard they added a couple more people to the wanted list. They're high-priority targets, apparently.
But most of our forces are out on the front line. How are we supposed to effectively prioritize them? We'll just have to make sure we keep our eyes peeled when we're out on patrol.
I wonder how they're faring on the front line. Last thing I heard was that we'd pushed the resistance back to just northwest of Musojin Gorge. I don't know if that's true.
I doubt it. Their rearguard isn't far from there. We're gaining ground at the moment, but I don't think we pushed them back that far. Anyway, we should focus on patrol. Come on, we're up.
Fair point. Time to go to work.
The northwest of Musojin Gorge. So that's where the resistance forces are based. We should keep asking around, though, just to be safe.
Oh, hey. You managed to escape too?
Yeah. Where are you headed?
Higi Village. I've heard the rumors, but it's still gotta be a safer place than a war zone. What about you?
Don't get me started. I was recuperating on Nozuchi Beach. It's complete chaos over there. The Resistance aren't having an easy time of it. They don't have the manpower for an all-out confrontation, so they can't contend with the Shogun's army. The front line used to be further forward, but they had to retreat a couple of times. Now they're back to Nozuchi Beach. That's where I've just come from. I was lucky to get out. It's much too dangerous. Their forces are so scattered that no one knows who's who, and anyone you run into pulls their weapon. I just dropped my luggage and ran here. I think we need to keep moving. Things are changing so fast. The further away we can get, the better.
Agreed. Why don't we stick together? Can't hurt to team up with someone.
Nozuchi Beach. Sounds like that's where the Resistance and the Shogun's army are battling it out right now. Let's head over and take a look.
Insolent shall be punished. Where are
We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees.
Don't worry. Do as I say and it'll all be fine.
Hey, look! Do you think that's a resistance fighter? Looks like he's in a tight spot. Let's go help him out!
By royal decree. Nice and spicy.
Don't waste my time.
Teach me a lesson.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Booba, get them.
Don't hold back.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Allow me to strike first. Show me what you've got. I dare you.
Don't waste my time.
I need to train harder. No rest for the wicked. Don't hold back.
Nice and spicy.
Bested.
You saved me. I thought I was about to die. Thank you so much for your help. I'm Tepe, of the Gobius platoon. I'm with the Resistance. I was sent to the front line just recently. I was looking forward to doing my part. Instead, it seems I fell at the first hurdle. So, you aren't dressed like resistance fighters? Have you come here looking to sign up? Great! Just the other day, I heard General Goro complaining about how desperate we are for more people. Your support will make a big difference. I'll escort you back to our camp. But first, let me bring you up to speed on our current situation. As you can see, the Resistance are at a constant disadvantage when it comes to open confrontation. The goal of the Shogun's army is to uphold eternity. To this end, they have the support of the Tenryou Commission's general, Kujo-sara, who commands an exceptionally strong force. As for us, vision bearers are few and far between as it is. And because of the Vision Hut decree, they're rarer than ever. The fact we're even able to hold out is thanks to the brilliant strategic mind of Her Excellency, Sango no Miya. We're also indebted to the great courage shown by General Goro and the Resistance troops. If only I had a vision myself. Not only would I be better placed to share Her Excellency and General Goro's burden, but I'd be able to hold my own on the battlefield too. I couldn't help but notice that you used elemental energy when saving me just now. You must have a vision yourself?
She's a special case. She doesn't have a vision, but she can control the elements anyway.
Are you serious? That's incredible. I guess that means you're immune to the Vision Hunt decree. You have to let me introduce you to General Goro. He'll welcome you with open arms. Perhaps I can also make a worthy contribution this way. Of course, I'd much rather prove my worth by the sword. If only taking down Shogunate samurai was as easy as you make it look. Anyway, we shouldn't delay. Let's head off.
Hark! 'Tis thundering retribution. An omen of dark times ahead.
That, and main Fräulein's laundry is still alive.
What? Seriously?
Catch up.
It's my lucky day.
Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance.
It's my lucky day. Going somewhere?
Steady as stone.
By royal decree.
My blade.
Submit.
To the fairy. Away now.
Everybody stand back!
Stay cool and face your guilt. Oh, let's begin.
You're toast! Swirl, Mark 2! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Have a safe trip. A moment, please. Let's begin. Stay cool and face your guilt.
Fetch an umbrella for me, would you?
This is what happened, General Goro. I was surrounded by shogunate samurai, and they came to my rescue. They can use the elements without a vision. The Resistance could really use people with that kind of skill. We should bring them in.
I presume you've heard that the goal of the Resistance is to defeat the Shogun's army and repeal the Vision Hunt Decree. This is no easy task. Each who sets foot on the battlefield must be ready to sacrifice their life. Tell me, why do you wish to join us? The Resistance cannot accept any who don't possess a warrior's will. You're referring to the ceremony to mark the 100th Vision seized under the decree, right? Yes, we received some news of it here, despite it taking place over in Inazuma City. There was a disturbance, allegedly. Highly unusual considering that the Raiden Shogun appeared in person. But why do you wish to discuss this all of a sudden? Unless you have some information to share. What?
Yep, we had a fight with the Raiden Shogun and everything. Then we grabbed the Vision Bearer and whisked him off to safety. After that, they added us to the Army's wanted list. That's why we came here.
Now that you mention it, we did just recover a bounty notice from a Shogunate samurai defeated in battle. It read, "Reward for the capture of a blonde-haired traveler and their mysterious flying pet." Huh. So this refers to you two?
What? Who are they calling a mysterious flying pet?
My apologies. I understand your situation well enough for now. On behalf of the Resistance, welcome to our ranks. Her Excellency is currently away from the camp. We don't know where she went, but she instructed us to take care of everything in her absence. I will ask Tepe here to show you around the camp first, and then dispatch you straight to the front line. If you're ready, of course.
Yes, sir. I used to be in the logistics division, so I'm the right person to show you around. I know the setup like the back of my hand. I'll make sure you get a warm Resistance welcome. Let's start with the field hospital. Some of my friends are recovering there. Last time I saw them, I promised that I'd introduce any new recruits. When they're finally back on the battlefield alongside us, we'll all be brothers in arms.
Is this a new recruit?
Looks like a strong addition to the troop. Hopefully someone I can spar with after I've recovered.
Whoa, whoa. Brand new recruit and your first thought is to start sparring with them. You're getting ahead of yourself. That wound of yours isn't something that's gonna clear up in a few days. Tepe, did you bring this one in? How are things on the front line?
Well, the enemy are much stronger than we could have imagined, but we're holding our own. I've been right in the thick of it. At one point, there were a horde of enemy troops surging towards us like the tide, but I didn't flinch. I drew my blade and charged straight into the fray. 4 shogunate samurai, and only one of me. But I still managed to fend them off.
Look at you. When did you grow nerves of steel?
This lady stole the show, though. When she saw me tiring and falling back, she burst onto the scene and took down a whole group of them in one fell swoop. They were no match for her at all. I heard she even stormed the vision hunt ceremony, and that the Raiden Shogun herself failed to take her down.
Amazing work, both of you. Still, I can believe most of that, but her facing off against the Raiden Shogun? I think you might be embellishing the story a little there, Tepe. I mean, we've all heard of the Muso no Hitotachi, right? Either way, to tell the truth, with all the losses we've sustained recently, I was starting to lose hope in our ability to hold out much longer. But seeing fresh recruits join our ranks and hearing Tepe's exploits, I'm itching to get myself better as soon as possible, so I can get back out on the front line.
Huh. That's a lukewarm epiphany if you ask me. While you're lying there itching to get better, I'm still out there training hard despite my injury. Oh, even though it burst open again yesterday.
It did? Well, do you need me to get you something to dress it with? I heard about a remedy recently that uses wild bugs. All you need to do is grind onikabuto into powder and it makes a very effective dressing. They say it feels cool on the skin and acts fast to completely cure flesh wounds.
Sure, I'll take one. Thanks.
Sounds a little strange to me. I would have thought wolf hooks would do the trick, but it's your decision.
Well, how about we let our new recruit decide? I'll stay here and make some preparations. If you're a fan of weird and wonderful remedies, please gather some onikabuto for me. I'll take it from there. But if you're more of a wolf hook advocate, bring some of those instead. Thanks for your help. All right, I can't guarantee it'll work. Why don't you hand me the ingredients?
Ow, ow, ow. Huh?
Looks like this might actually work. Not bad, Tepe. As soon...
Sparring? When you first applied it, thanks to both of you for looking after us so well. The day I'm discharged, drinks are on me.
Just glad we were able to help. All right, I'm gonna continue giving our new recruit the grand tour. Rest up, you guys.
Don't forget to visit the training grounds. Get some practice in before you hit the front line.
Calm down and get some rest.
The training ground.
another. Let's see now. I've loosed exact...
Bullseye?
Only one hit.
How hard could it...
Seems things have got... I guess we'll just have to keep...
Come on, guys!
Tep...
Listen up for a second. I've come to introduce our newest recruit. In battle, she single-handedly slayed multiple shogunate samurai without so much as breaking a sweat. And that was after interrupting the vision hunt ceremony with a feat of stunning bravery. Not to mention surviving an encounter with the Raiden Shogun.
Is that true? Perhaps you'd be willing to give us some archery tips? We promise not to take too much of your time. A quick demonstration would be all we need. Our previous training was so rushed that we hardly remember the proper technique.
It would mean a lot.
Hark! 'Tis thundering retribution.
That's no way to demonstrate. Come on, let's go. Show us. Ready? I'm sure you'll get it this time. Well, there you have it. I told you our latest recruit is...
Incredible! I think I understand what I was doing. My posture...
Watching your demonstration was a great help. I learned a lot. At least this time I was able to observe some proper tech. Honestly, before this, my wife and I were leading the actions of the Shogun's army. Can those of us without visions or combat skills really be... There's no use in
Stay focused. With us... Now then, let me show you around some other places. Where should we head next?
Sir, we've got trouble. The Shogun's army is attacking. There are still many wounded in the camp. We mustn't let the enemy break through. We'll need your help to hold them off.
What? Impossible. How could they have reached us all the way out here? We'd better go assess the...
Oz, reveal thyself! Midnight Phantasmagoria! Eat this!
Try it.
Well, we managed to hold them off. But what would the Shogun's army be doing here? We have sentries and patrols posted all around the perimeter here. The enemy should never have been able to reach us this far unnoticed. Unless we have a traitor in our midst. They must have an informant. Feeding... Our priority is...
Sir, if I may. I just returned from inspecting the perimeter. It appears that several portions of our defensive walls were already collapsed. The Shogun's army must have known about this vulnerability and made their way... I suggest we repair the walls and double the guard.
In that case, why don't we make this more in... All right, that should do it. The Shogun's army will have a hard time. It seems I've made another valuable contribution to the resistance. But I thought getting transferred to the front line would be a chance to showcase my abilities and square off with the...
Why are you so insistent about being on the front line?
It's just like General Goro said. There are a multitude... Anyway, if all goes well, we... Strange. I don't see General Goro anywhere.
The Shogun's army, as for us, the situation is becoming grim. If we retreat any further, I fear morale may falter. For now, we can only pray that
we should go to the front line. Our forces need all the help they can get. We're no use to them here. We mustn't let Tatar...
So, you are the only one here? She is the one that's been causing our forces so much trouble. The fact the Resistance... But soon, the Resistance... We have already rooted out those...
I have faith in Her Excellency and in the soul... The Vision Hunt Decree is a brutal...
It is... I will make you a deal.
So that's why you brought reinforcement.
She is of great importance to the old... But the way I see it, she is
That's where you're wrong! She means just as much to us! As a member of the Resistance never betrayed...
General Goro!
Tepe... and the Traveler... It would appear our time to fight side by side has finally come.
Well, well. We meet again. This time, I thought that you would seek refuge with the Resistance, that you choose to show up. Why not represent the Resistance?
A fight of honor?
Before the battle begins, each side chooses their finest. To the superior force, her motives are clear.
Well, what do you think?
Remove all threats to eternity! By order of the Almighty Shogun!
Be wary! You're up against a powerful opponent! Draw.
You got this!
There's more than one round! Keep it up! Out of the frying pan, it's fire!
I won't forget this.
Look! That's 2 rounds in a row! The Shogun's army is not invincible! We can win! The soldiers are rallying! Your warrior's will is bringing them hope, Traveler!
Allow me to strike first! By royal decree!
Stronger than I anticipated. Soldiers, attack! Glory to the Shogun and her everlasting reign!
Prepare to engage! All of you, with me! Stand firm! Hold the line! Her Excellency!
The wait is over, my comrades. Now is our moment!
Calm as the breeze, my lady.
I just hope you can afford all these mercs you've gathered!
Kazuha!
We meet again, old friend.
Retreat!
All forces, retreat!
Greetings. Well, this is the first time we've met. Please, allow me to introduce myself. I am Sangonomiya Kokomi, organizer of the Resistance and also the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island. Perhaps it's the first time you're hearing that title. To put it simply, I'm the person currently in charge on Watatsumi Island, which is also the home front of the Resistance. I've actually heard all about you from Beidou and Kazuha. I hadn't expected to find you join the Resistance, though. Do you have a plan beyond this point? In that case, shall we continue our... Although the Shogun's army has retreated for now, the Vision Hunt decree has not been... I suggest we move to the shrine to discuss our...
Can I come too? I know Watatsumi Island very well. I can...
Goro, thank you for all you... Our forces are weaker than the Shogun's army. I'm afraid I must still ask you to stay a while longer. To keep eyes on the...
Well received, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Fight.
I guarantee. Did we give you a friend? But wherever you might end, if you're ever in a time.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt...
Ancient alchemy, true.
We should look.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt...